Hi, and welcome to Nice, one of the most beautiful cities in the south of France. Well known for its picturesque waterfront, historic old town, great beaches, and Mediterranean climate, Nice is a popular tourist destination that receives millions of visitors each year. The city was founded by the Phocians of Marseille, a Greek mariner colony, and was named after the Greek word for victory, Nike, to commemorate a victory over a neighboring colony. When the colony was conquered by the Romans during the 1st century, it became a busy trading spot. And since then, it has been influenced by its location at the crossroads of trade routes between Italy and the rest of Europe. The French took final control of the city in the 18th century. Let's go and experience this charming French city. This grand Roman Catholic basilica, built in the neo-Gothic architectural tradition in the 19th century, was designed by the architect Louis Lenormand. It stands as the largest church in Nice. Although it is not the city's official cathedral, its construction was driven by the desire to add a touch of French architecture to the city, following the acquisition of Nice by France from the Kingdom of Sardinia. The most prominent features of the basilica are its 2 square towers, which stand 65 meters high, along with a large rose window featuring scenes of the Assumption of Mary. The basilica still remains a popular destination due to its impressive architecture and beautiful stained glass windows, which tell stories from the Bible. Today, it is also a popular place for musical concerts. The basilica lies on the main shopping street, the Avenue Jean Médecin. The avenue offers a wide range of shops, from national department store chains to popular international brands. For an even more upscale shopping experience, you can go to the Centre Commercial Nice Étoile, an elegant shopping center boasting over 100 shops and restaurants. This impressive church is the St. Nicholas Orthodox and belongs to the Russian Federation, but at the same time is recognized as a national monument of France. It is inspired by the very famous Cathedral of St. Basil the Blessed on the Red Square in Moscow, and is the largest Eastern Orthodox cathedral in Western Europe. The cathedral was opened in 1912 and was meant to serve the large Russian community that had settled in Nice by the end, as well as Russian visitors looking for a little winter sun. It was under French control for a long time, but in 2011, a French High Court ruling declared it to be property of the Russian state, and it came under the jurisdiction of the Russian Orthodox Church. The Promenade des Anglais, or La Prom, as it is commonly known by locals, is the heart of the tourist area of Nice. The seaside boulevard, which stretches for 7 kilometers, was named after the English who built it. In the late 18th century, Nice was already a popular vacation spot for wealthy English people. Over time, celebrities from around the world flocked to the area, turning Nice into a center for the jet-set crowd. Today, the promenade is a popular destination for all types of visitors, from budget backpackers to the wealthy elite who often dock their yachts in the nearby harbor. Located on the Prom lies Blue Beach, a great beach if you're into water sports. From the beach, you can go wakeboarding, kayaking, water skiing, and even parasailing. This grand and imposing building is l'Opéra de Nice. It's the city's main opera venue and is home to the Ballet Nice Méditerranée and the Nice Philharmonic Orchestra. The history of the Opera House goes back to 1776, and it has hosted many prestigious guests, like Napoleon III and Tsar Alexander II over the years. Around the corner, you'll find the 17th century Catholic Nice Cathedral. The cathedral is dedicated to the memory of Saint Reparata, a young Palestinian girl who was martyred for her faith in the 3rd century. Legend has it that after her beheading, her soul transformed into a dove and flew away, while her body was put in a boat and carried across the sea by angels to the Bay of Nice, now known as Angel Bay. The church houses many artifacts associated with her, and the interior also includes 10 chapels dedicated to various saints, as well as an impressive Baroque organ. A great viewpoint is Castle Hill, which towers over the city and offers breathtaking views from all sides. The castle has a long history and was first mentioned in the 11th century when it was the center of a town on the hill. Unfortunately, the castle was demolished in 1706 at the request of Louis XIV, and a cemetery and a large municipal park with a restaurant were built in its place. Even today, there are still archaeological excavations in parts of the park. One of the highlights of Castle Hill is the artificial waterfall, built at the end of the 19th century. You can also take in the panoramic views of Nice from the observation deck above the waterfall, see the ruins of the cathedral, and catch a glimpse of the old port of Nice on the other side of the hill. From here, you can also descend to the old port of Nice, also known as Port Lympia. The port was built in 1748 by the King of Sardinia, Charles Emmanuel III. While it may not have the same amount of mega yachts of Cannes or Saint-Tropez, the old port has a charming, old-fashioned feel that is particularly lovely to take in during mid-afternoon when the sun comes down. The old port's relaxing ambiance and great restaurants makes it a great place for a drink or a bite. Close to the port is the unique rocky city beach called Les Réserves. It's a popular beach among locals, and from here you can enjoy the boats coming in and out of the port, as well as the views of the grandiose villas on Mount Boron. This beach is also where our tour of Nice comes to an end. Enjoy the view. Until next time.